good? I can't really tell.
You always look good.
I don't know if people know what I like, but
Rienk and Josiah, open the floor for questions.
For both of you guys, just kind of the emotions making your Nebraska debut, especially after missing the exhibition and just with the off season that was. Just what was it like for you guys to get out there and showcase yourself to Nebraska fans?
Very good. Glad to get started. Unfortunate that I'll just speak for myself. Unfortunate that I didn't get to play in the exhibition and our close scrimmage, and just happy to get out there and glad it went well and that we took care of business. These games can be trap games sometimes, but we took care of business. Still a lot to clean up, but just glad to get out there and compete.
It felt great to get my feet wet finally. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit nervous, playing back home, have my family there and kind of get it finally started. But then, once I hit that first three, all that kind of washed away and I was just playing basketball again. It was great. Obviously the atmosphere is great. Student section showed up tonight, and it was a great game to get the season started.
So you mentioned when you hit that first three, when you guys are making them like you were in the first half, to get 8 of 12 at one point, does that get contagious? Are you able to feed off that when everyone's making shots like that?
Yeah, I don't have a stat sheet, but one of the biggest things for me was just how balanced the scoring was. I don't know how many people we had in double figures, but we had 5 in double. Yeah, so we had 5 in double figures. Obviously, I think we had, at least 10 people with significant minutes, and luckily we were able to kind of build that lead to be able to kind of work with lineups even if they weren't great, and just kind of get guys experience. But yeah, obviously this team, they really packed the paint, and it sucks. It was kind of hard to find dunks tonight, but obviously the flip side of that is everybody kind of gets open threes one way or another, and it was exciting. Just everybody kind of got a turn to kind of make a play, make a three, kind of get themselves going.
You mentioned this could be a potential trap game,
Yeah.
Just with the level of opponent. How much was establishing physicality and eliminating any chance of them getting momentum and confidence right out of the gate?
Well, that was a big one that me and Joe talked about, because we're the two biggest guys, so we kind of set the standard and the tone for the game. So that's what we talked about going into the game. Let's get off to a hard start and play physical and show the other team hey, we're here to compete and be physical. This ain't gonna be an easy night, and I think we did a good job. I think we still have a lot to get better at on the glass. They got way too many offensive rebounds, but I think we established some physicality, but we still got a lot to work on.
How are you? And then what was it like playing in the mask? Have you ever had to play in one of those before? And what was it like to get used to that?
Yeah, that was the first time, and I gotta say, I'll be very happy when I'm out of it. It was not very comfortable to play in that, but I just got to deal with it for a couple games, and then overall I'm feeling fine. So yeah, feeling very good, very happy to be out there. The mask, I'll deal with it. It's gonna be uncomfortable. I know that, so I gotta accept it and just keep playing hard.
For either one of you guys, did you feel like the ball was really moving well today? It seems like it was flying around the court. And people were getting passes accurately and making shots.
Yeah, that was kind of something we talked about at halftime. Was we really? Obviously instead of ATOs, but for the most part, we were kind of just out there, just flowing, and just kind of working on a lot of the actions and just working on our principles and things like that offensively, and just seeing kind of what they give us. I don't know how many we had in transition, but Coach Hoiberg's whole thing this year is we want to play fast, we want to get up, we want to shoot quick, we want to get good looks, and so that's only possible if you have 5 people out there capable of pushing the ball, making good passes, hitting open shots, and so I think we had we showed a lot of good things with that, and just getting out and running, and obviously y'all saw we got still quite a bit to clean up, but a lot of good signs.
You like your dunk better or Matar's? Is that kind of a taste of what he does in practice?
Yeah, I mean, that was honestly on the lighter end from some of the stuff he pulls off in practice. But, I mean, yeah, I love his a lot more. You know, I've had my fair share, but for him to get his first, sadly it wasn't his first. I mean, sadly his first points came to free throw line, but that would have been quite the exclamation mark if he got that as his first two. But
For sure.
Yeah,
that was a great way to start off.
Yeah.
And you're going to see a lot more of that in the coming years. He's got a lot of potential.
yeah, and for anybody that is going to watch this or listen to this that hasn't ever played like college basketball or high school basketball, to come in after sitting for about an hour and a half on cold knees and then get on the rim like that kind of speaks to the kind of athlete he is, because I'm definitely not going for that one if I've been out that long. But I mean, that's just who he is. I mean, you saw it on the defensive end of some of those blocks. I mean, yeah, he's just a raw talent right now, and so yeah, I mean, I'm always excited whenever he can kind of show his stuff.
And this is for either of you. Sam had 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a couple steals. Just how big is he coming off of the bench?
Oh, he brings a lot of energy off the bench. He's very, very much a spark plug for us off the bench, and he just plays his role so well. He knows what he's good at, what he's not good at, and yeah, he just brings that energy that we need off the bench. Like, we know our 5 guys that start, we're gonna bring energy, but if we can get that little bit of extra energy off the bench, he was huge today in this win, and just doing the right things, going after loose balls, getting the 50-50 balls on the rebound. So yeah, he brings a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's obviously like a very capable scorer, and I think it kind of works in his favor is that like a lot of people underestimate him just because he isn't very big, and I mean he's a hell of a competitor, and yeah, we kind of have our own little personal feud on effort plays and who's a harder worker. But I mean, I don't know. I didn't see him dive on the floor for a steal today. I don't. But yeah, I mean, he's obviously
He might
like
have gotten today.
yeah.
I'll give it to him.
I mean, he's obviously like a really hard worker. I mean, he's a really reliable player. Is basically how I'd put it. Like, you know, he's gonna do his job defensively. He's gonna make the shots he needs to make. He's gonna make play. He's gonna break plays off. Like, obviously, we didn't have anything going, and he just ripped his man to the lane on the with his left hand. Just got a quick layup. And I know he's gonna be beating himself up, but usually he's quite consistent at the free throw line. And so those 2 misses he ended on are probably gonna eat at him tonight. But
Yeah.
I guess.
You guys were 50% from 3 tonight combined. So who shoots it better from 3?
I don't know. I mean, I'm 100%, but I don't want to go there. But no, I mean, I think we're both gonna just cause a lot of problems for guys this year.
Yeah.
Just pulling their bigs away from the rim. Because obviously we're not. I mean, we're big relative to the population, but like obviously in the Big Ten, there's some monsters, and so being able to take those guys away from the rim and kind of open up the floor that way, I mean, I think it's just gonna cause a lot of havoc for teams trying to guard us out there.
Yeah, just being able to have 2 bigs out there that can both shoot it is going to be big for us. And I know Coach Harbeck likes to play with bigs like that, so I know he's going to draw up some fun plays, and I think will be fun to watch and hard to guard.
How much do you guys like playing with this pace? Are you used to the way things are of just getting the rebound and immediately looking for the outlet like you guys do here?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love sharing the ball. I think just teams that like to share the ball, like to play fast, and enjoy seeing other people succeed. Like today, we had a couple plays where you get your kick out, and then one more, and maybe even one give another extra pass. Like if you play with teams like that, where you have guys that are unselfish and share the ball, play fast, that's a lot of fun to be on the court with.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love it just because I mean that's kind of like that's kind of where I separate myself from a lot of people. Like, I mean, I'm not the most like talented or athletic guy. Like, obviously, like I'm kind of up there athletically, but like at the end of the day, like my whole thing is like I just try to work harder than everybody. And the way you separate that is by we're playing for 3 minutes, like 5, 6, 7 possessions. Shot goes up, we get the board. I'm booking it to the rim, and a lot of guys, especially a lot of bigs, they don't want to make that run back. And so what usually ends up happening, you get a guard on you, easy post up, or today, Boog hit me, got a nice dunk. and it's just fun. I mean, obviously it's a lot more taxing because at the end of the day you do have to run every single time. But I mean, everybody on the team, like, I mean, especially relative to position, like we're all pretty quick, and I mean, it's way more fun than just walking it up every time. That's for sure.
Yeah, we do it in practice. So if you do it every time in practice, you get used to it, and then it's
You
easier to do
really
in the
don't even
game.
think about it. Like you just grab, like as soon as we get the board, there's somebody flying up the wing already, and we're just.
I kind of
kicking
love
it
it
up.
when you get it, so I can just sprint. Every time I get it, I'm like, ah, shit, I'm training to
Yeah.
play. Sorry, bleep that out, please.
Players, Eli Rice, 2 points, 0 for 3. He hit some free throws, but just like in the locker room, what are you telling somebody who's really has a lot of potential, but maybe didn't have like the debut that he was hoping for?
Oh, I mean, regardless of level, like, I mean, you're gonna have like that freshman orientation. Like you gotta get adjusted to team like guys, because I mean, obviously y'all aren't able to like come to practice or watch every practice, but I mean he's a hell of a shooter, scorer, like whatever you need from him offensively. So I'm not really concerned at all about him 0 for 3, any of that. Like he's gonna make shots for us. I know that. The biggest thing has just been trying to get him to really do the small things defensively, whether it's blocking out, like high contest, talking, like those little things. And so for me, yeah, my biggest thing is just trying to get him on that page and understand, like, because he really, like, obviously you saw, like, coach got him in the game early. He played significant minutes. Like, coach is looking to play him. And so the biggest thing is just him understanding, like, if he does clean up those little things defensively, he's going to have an opportunity to play a pretty good, like, off-the-bench role this year for us in the Big Ten. And so, yeah, I mean, I know the question was offensively, but, I mean, that's going to come. He just didn't make it tonight.
Yes. Well, Coach, one more time. Thank you.